Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in a dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt, Jesus will.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Hardy Nickerson there to make the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dort. It's caught inside the 25.
Always a pleasure.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Ron Barkley, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 24. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A first down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Cousins now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
But it brings up 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Vikings nothing.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Seahawks.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Cook. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
The 8-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
Third and goal.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. You're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
With the score.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crap. Back. Watch twist.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Saquon Barkley. Stop shy of the 45.
Number 26.
Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 12.
Come on now. 47's the mark. 19. Check. 47. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Crunch time, defense. No.
Wilson. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Steps away. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A good run there by Cook on 1st down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Cousins hands to...
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 42 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Seahawks 24, Vikings 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 21.
Well, Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check 26, check 26.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, this will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. With Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They run. Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there. A big one.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 41 yards. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Greg Olsen's a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
He's back to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
9-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
It's 3rd and goal.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Check 55, come on. Check 55, come on.
Wilson to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
31.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
For Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And the Vikings first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One last shot now for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Tonight's final score.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year, and they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou on the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me? me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly like mama to the moon.